Hello, everyone, and welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness Changeling the Dreaming. Uh, this scene is set in Angerona, where Savannah is going to check on Ismay. It's been like a week since she last saw her, and uh, so she wants to check on her and also figure out if she knows anything about this giant cloud that's very dark and scary hovering over Angerona. Um, So yeah, that's where we will start our scene as Savannah walks into Angerona looking for Ismay.
And Angerona is very slow without changelings coming in to frequent the place. So Ismay is sitting at a corner booth away from people. Uh, Me's perched on the back of the seat as she's got a newspaper spread out in front of her.
Well, with it being so dead, I'm gonna guess that Savannah doesn't take uh, too long to figure out where Ismay is, um, and I'm guessing that she will also notice the feather change as well.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So yeah, she finds Ismay and kind of squints her eyes like black as she walks over towards her. Hi, Ismay.
And she kind of jumps a little and when she hears you say her name and looks up. Oh, hello.
What you doing?
Looking at the apartments
Why are you looking at apartments?
because I need to move.
Savannah sits down across from her. Why do you need to move?
Let's see if I can roll manipulation subterfuge. Probably not, but I have a lot of dice for this. It's like insanely high, so I'm pretty sure you won't catch on. Ah, damn. She says, because it is good for me. Yes. And that is clearly not the reason why she's moving.
Savannah cocks her head. Come on, Esme. You can tell me. What's going on?
She takes a deep breath, sighs. I cannot live here. I need to be more far away. But I do not want to be too far away because I do have to work to pay for apartment.
Savannah nods. Do you want to move?
Let's try and hide that sad face. She's trying to not look sad. She looks happy about.
Oh, yeah. She looks like that this is the best decision ever that she's making for herself because Savannah botched her perception. Or what? It's just a fail, actually. I can't botch a perception empathy roll. I can't botch empathy or subterfuge. So, but she still looks happy if she if um successfully uh hides the fact that she's sad about it. So Savannah is satisfied with the, um, her face that she seems okay with moving out. Um, well, Where are you looking?
On the places with the smaller numbers.
Right. Well, you want to stay away from. Uh, that's my willpower roll. Have you seen. Well, have you been to northern Manhattan a lot?
Yes.
So you've seen the flags then, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna want to stay away from those places.
She kind of cocks her head. Why?
Um, I'm not exactly sure. I've just been told that it's very dangerous and we shouldn't go. We definitely shouldn't live there.
But that is where the cheaper apartments are.
I know. It sucks. Hmm. You know, I don't live very far from here. It's like a 15-minute walk or so. Um, I could see if there's any vacancies in my building. It's I don't make a whole lot of money either right now. I mean, sometimes more than others, depending on the type of show and part I get. But uh, I've been able to maintain my apartment. Mm, I could see if there's anything available that maybe you can afford.
She looks hopeful and even looks like she's considering it for a moment. And then, can she hide the look of dread as a thought hits her brain? Oops, that is so the wrong type of dice. Let's try this again. One success to try and hide this look of dread that crosses her. You can see this look of dread clear as day as something comes to mind, and she just shakes her head no.
Ismay, what's going on? What's the matter?
I need to be away from your peoples. I need to have distance. I need to be away
Why?
because I am not allowed to love who I want to love.
She narrows her eyes at you. According to who?
According to my people. And her face definitely saddens and her head kind of sinks down.
Savannah has a look of almost anger across her face at that. Then what does that have to do with you living in my apartment building?
I don't want to be close. I don't want them to even think that and I don't, because I don't want to die. I just want to be safe and
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. Who said anything about dying?
my people.
Why?
We are not allowed to love your kind.
Says who? Who among your people has the authority to decree that?
My leaders, the ones who make our laws.
And you actually have a law that says you can't love changelings? And she's saying this really low just in case anyone is around. Or that you can't even associate with them. What?
I can associate and come to work, but I don't want them to think that I am trying to get around the law and break it. And
Ismay, you living in the same apartment building as me isn't going to break any laws of any kind. Neither is you associating with me, or any of us. And seriously, you tell that Savannah is very angry about this. She's not angry at Ismay, she's angry at the situation.
Ismay slides over into the corner of the booth and just kind of pulls her knees up and wraps her arms around him.
Savannah sighs. I don't like the fact that someone has made you afraid for your life because you're friends with changelings. I don't like that at all, and I don't think the rest of us will either. We're your friends. Whoever is threatening you is not your friend, whether they're your people or not.
They say they will be my friend. They say they're the only one who will really be my friend. The others, your kind, just won't understand.
Apparently, they're the ones that don't understand what a friend is. Friends don't threaten to kill you because of who you associate with. That's not a friend, Ismay. That's an enemy. That's someone who doesn't care about you or your well being. Your friends are here. We're your friends. And I will fight for you.
A slight look of confusion comes across her face, and there's something warring inside of her head, and she's kind of shaking her head back and forth occasionally, like she's trying to come to terms with something or accept something or decide something. Who knows?
Savannah doesn't quite notice it. I don't like it, Ismay.
Neither do I, but I don't want to die.
Well, I don't want you to die either. Neither does anyone else. But you shouldn't run away. Just please.
The guards at Taranar would not have minded me dying.
Huh?
The guards at that Taranar, it is big keep of, I think Eleni said, the queen over in the mountains, not too far outside of the city.
Okay.
They did not like me. They looked like they were ready to stab me at any moment.
Yes, but that's not us, Ismay. You know us. Just because some of our kind don't get along with each other doesn't mean that you can't be our friends.
I will still be your friend, but I need to find a safe place to live. A place away so that nobody is at risk.
I will not be at risk. I can assure you that. You need a safe place to live that's close to work. My apartment building is relatively cheap for the area. I will see if there's any vacancies.
She begrudgingly nods.
Why are your feathers black?
They change when they have dramatic stuff happens.
Right. So, I know they changed last week with the FBI stuff. So, what happened since then?
I had to end 2 relationships.
Is that because of this whole thing that we've been talking about?
No. Yes.
Savannah gives her a quizzical look like, you can't lie to me.
It was very clearly yes, even though she said no.
Mm-hmm. Savannah sighs a almost exasperated sigh, like I really am not liking this person that threatened you. Like I said, they don't care about you. If you're frightened to the point where you think you can't be around us, you can't have relationships with us, who did you break up with?
I promised not to say. It was part of the agreement for us being together. Because some of it needs to stay private.
Savannah nods. Okay, it's fine. Though she can probably guess who she's talking about, she's not going to say it out loud.
Be good to your friends. I'm sure many of them will be needing comfort in the very close futures.
She nods. What about you? You need comfort. You're my friend.
You say she needs comfort and she shakes her head. No, very vigorous. It's not a matter of whether she needs it, she doesn't want it. Maybe for fear of what it could be construed as.
A tear comes out of Savannah's eyes.
Why are you crying?
Because I don't know what to do. I care about you. I don't like to see you hurting.
It is okay. I am used to hurting.
Savannah reaches for Ismay's hand.
She will slowly extend it out to Savannah.
She takes it and she takes her hand in one of her hands and puts her other hand on top and sort of rubs her hand.
I will be okay. I've spent 1,000 years hurting. This is the way things are.
Just because it's the way it is doesn't mean it's right.
Does not mean it is wrong either.
Feels wrong.
Losing somebody you love feels wrong.
Yeah, I'm afraid that might happen to me sooner than I'd like.
Take it from somebody who has loved and lost. It is always sooner than you like.
Yeah.
She gives your hand a squeeze. Who are you afraid of losing?
Someone important to me. Though we just met not too long ago, I'm very attached to her.
Is that the woman you were here with a few times?
She nods.
So you are her mate?
Eh, that's a very strong word to use.
Have you not mated with her?
Oh, I have.
Then you are her mate.
She kind of thinks about that for a moment. She can't really argue with that logic. I suppose.
Is she the one you were here with this strange voice? Her words sound weird.
Savannah smiles. She's from Ireland.
Oh. That is, across the big waters, yes?
Yeah.
I think Gloria can make good potatoes. That is favorite of Ireland, yes?
Well, I don't know about that. She much prefers Irish whiskey.
We have that too.
I know.
I thought that the Irish would really like potatoes after they run out.
Um, I'm not sure about that. Ismay. um, I don't know much about that.
You don't know if they ran out?
Well, I mean, yeah, I learned about that in school, but I'm pretty sure that they're probably not obsessed with potatoes.
Oh, we make very good potatoes with the in the long strips with and Gloria will sometimes put cheese on it and it is very good, especially with the bacon.
Cheese fries?
Yes, with the bacon.
Bacon. Yes, bacon. She thinks back to the last time she had bacon and smiles.
So she feels different. She's not a normal human, no?
Savannah takes a look around. The place is empty. There's nobody in here. There might be a human patron, but who's here in the middle of the day? Not a whole lot of people. Uh, Savannah gets up and slides into the side of the booth that Ismay's sitting on so that she can be closer to her and can speak almost in a whisper, a very hushed tone. Of course she's a normal human.
No, she's not.
Savannah just kind of grins.
So is she a what did Dimitri say? Harry Potter?
Mm, no, no, no.
No, I am wondering if he was right. Is she a wild person?
Wild person?
Yes. Is she a wild woman?
She certainly is a wild woman. she she kind of mumbles that under her breath as she kind of looks up and grins. um, I think the term that some of the others use is park person.
The Chloe says she does not like that term. That is why I use wild peoples.
Right.
When you say the park people, many people think of the homeless who are out and around the park.
Yeah, she definitely didn't like being associated with homeless.
Not all of them live in the park either, so it is uh, it is not accurate.
Savannah has a thoughtful look on her face. Hmm, you have a point. Wild woman. She smiles.
She'll lean in very close and whisper in your ear. That means werewolf.
Savannah, her eyes widen, and she looks at Ismay and goes, shh. Puts her her finger to her lips and shushes her. Shh.
Ismay will nod.
But then she gives her a knowing look.
You should talk with Dimitri. He can give you pointers on the sexing with them.
Savannah chuckles. Noted. I will speak with Dimitri. I don't even know how to get a hold of him.
She takes her phone out of her purse and tosses it on the table.
Is it on?
The screen's currently black, but
She taps the screen to see if it comes on.
it does.
Okay. And is it still password protected? She looks at Ismay. What are the numbers again?
In English, they are the 75319.
She puts in 75319 and
It
it
unlocks.
unlocks. Yes, it unlocks. And she goes into her contact into Ismay's contacts and looks up Dimitri's number and puts his number into her phone. Is there anyone else's number in here I should have?
I don't know. Who else do you want to have? I have Malcolm and Lainey and Dimitri and the Astria and the Summer and the Diva and the Savannah and the oh, what was the red cap's name? He has a name. It is in there, and I'm always worried that he's just going to start chewing on my arm off or something.
She laughs. Um, she will go ahead and put Lainey and Diva's number in her phone. She doesn't have either one of those, but she has Summer's and Estrella's.
I hope this cloud goes away soon. Mr. Friday said we have to bring books.
Mr. Friday? I was going to ask you about that cloud. What do you know about it?
They made a deal with a dragon, and they were supposed to bring information-y book things, and they forgot, and now he is mad because they have not brought it. So they are gathering many, many books, and a very old book on the librarian, and taking them into the far dreaming for the dragon.
Savannah's eyes widen. What kind of books?
The non-fictiony ones.
Non-fiction books. To a dragon. In the far dreaming. That's not a difficult task at all.
I sent a Dimitri to Lene to offer to help. There will be a lot of books.
Well, I could probably help too. If needed.
You can talk to the Astrea or the Lene or the Malgrim. They should all be going.
I will speak with Astria about it. I think he has questions for me anyway. They
Oh,
they have. Hmm. Yeah, so my friend. Well, she's more my friend. My friend.
your mate?
She blushes. Um, Paul, I sort of gave her some glamour so that she could see me for who I really am. And so she was kind of messed up for a couple of days.
Messed up?
Well, like, she could only really see the things that we're used to seeing.
Oh yes, the not us peoples. They see things very different, don't they?
Yes, I believe so. They only see um, the the mundane world.
I'm lucky not to trip on it.
Yeah. So for a couple of days, she could really only see our world.
Our world is better.
Well, be careful out there. Um, don't touch the snowman. I think you should probably leave the presents alone. And there's these flying looking, dragon looking things uh, that don't feel good at all. They're dangerous. You should stay away from them.
But and she kind of pouts. But maybe they just want to be friends.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
You say they are small like babies?
The one I saw was, yeah.
Maybe it is just hungry. Give it food.
No. If you. I know if you touch it, it burns. And it's really, really cold.
And she kind of looks down at her hand that's kind of scarred on the palm and kind of closes it, remembering that sensation all too well.
So just be careful. Okay?
I will.
But, so, yeah, she could see that stuff too. And uh, we were out for a walk, and, well, things got out of hand with one of those dragon thingies.
Is everyone alright?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're okay. Um, just think that uh, some normal people probably saw some stuff they shouldn't have.
Oh. Like what?
Like fire that came out of nowhere.
She looks at you. Oh. Did Asteria do it?
She shakes her head.
Your wild woman can make fire out of nowhere?
I guess. Not really sure. Um, it, maybe. Uh,
Interesting. I really want to meet these wild peoples. I want to get permission to go into the park and be close to the trees and the nature and the wilds. It is so different than the little parks. It is more like being home.
I know. I'd like to go in there too. but can't.
I sometimes stop outside the park when I'm going past and just look in. I don't go in, I know better than to do that. But I look.
She nods. Yeah, be careful.
So what brings you here today?
Um, well, I don't live too far, and I hadn't talked to you in a while, so I wanted to check on you. And it appears I've missed a lot.
Not really, not much has happened.
Well, I was sort of, have been kind of wrapped up in my
Meet?
girlfriend. Girlfriend. But she's gonna be going away for like a month. And she said that it could be dangerous and she might not come back.
I hope she does for your sake.
I hope so too. I'm not ready to lose her.
You'll never be ready to lose her.
That's true. You're right. I won't. But I mean, I just got her, you know.
Sometimes love burns very hot and very quick. Sometimes love burns very slow and smolders. Either way, it makes a mark on you that will always last.
Savannah puts her head on Ismay's shoulder.
Ismay tries not to stiffen too much.
I think, I think I do love her already.
Then you should tell her, because love is not to be hidden. It is to be accepted and shared, and
We're supposed to be taking things slow. That's not taking it slow.
to not tell her would be to be lying to her. And they say that lying is not good in relationships.
Savannah thinks about that, especially because of what she is. Yeah, yeah.
You are Puka, it is different. You do not always tell not truths. You sometimes say things that make them distracted and change the topic, so... And if she knows who and what you are, then she knows to watch you, because when you are being the truthful, you can see it in your eyes.
Savannah smiles.
Even when you are not, you can see it in your eyes. You can see the truth.
She nods. Yeah, I've kind of explained to her how I am sometimes. She seems to be dealing with it okay, but I'm still worried that she won't be able to handle it long term.
Well, if she does not come back, then she does not have to worry about the long term. So just focus on the now. Focus on what you do have.
Savannah swallows hard.
Something could happen and you could be dead tomorrow. We do not know. Bad things happen. That is why you should tell her the truth of how you feels.
I don't want to scare her. Well, I'm kind of scared. I've never really loved anybody before. How do I know that what I'm feeling is love?
When you think about her, do you get all warm and happy inside?
She smiles. Uh-huh.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about her and not just thinking about doing these sexes, but thinking about simple things like having dinner or talking or hearing them laugh?
She nods. All the time.
Then, if that is how you feel, then I would say yes, you do love her. There are different degrees and varyings of love. I learned this from Chinese man in Morocco. They have like 36 words for love.
Wow.
They understand that love comes in so many facets that just because you have this love does not mean that it is not love, but it is not this kind of love, you know?
And also, I can't imagine not being with her. You know?
Then I would tell her that you love her and that you will always love her no matter what, if that is how you feel.
Yeah. Savannah contemplates this. Thank you, Ismay.
She looks at you confused.
She doesn't elaborate.
You are welcome, I think.
Savannah smiles. Well, I suppose I should be going. I have some things to do.
Okay.
She will give Ismay a hug if she'll allow it.
She will, though you can definitely tell that it's not the warm embrace that she usually gives.
Makes Savannah a little bit sad. Savannah will still give her the regular type of hug that she would normally give her, and she takes a napkin and wipes her face from the tears and eyeliner. I'll see you around. At least I better.
I should still be here even if I get apartment when I have work.
Okay. I'll let you know about any vacancies in my building, okay?
She nods.
And Savannah then makes sure she has all of her stuff and leaves Angerona. And when she gets outside, she sends a text message to Alana asking her if she can come over tonight after dinner. And heads home.
Ismay goes back to poring over the classifieds, taking her pen and circling all the ones that say apartment for rent and that are on the cheaper end. Seems like she's got a trip to Harlem because that's where a lot of these seem to be.
And that is where we will end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. Good night.